You're listening to Spark TV, where we bring you daily interviews with real women in business at all stages. I'm your host, Danielle Lewis, and I am so grateful to have you here. Have there been stressful and challenging times as you've grown the business?
Oh, 100%, Danny. 100%. I've come up against so many different things. And I think the thing that I've learned is the further you go into business, it's almost like the more complicated it gets in a way.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we think, oh, if I can grow it to this, or I can make this amount of money, or have this kind of impact, that somehow all the issues are going to go away. But if anything, it's like more is at stake and you've got it
Yeah.
right, like keep
Yeah.
up with it. I would say, I thought about this question. There's a lot of challenges I've come up against, but one I think that was a big one for me was knowing when to say no and when to
Yes.
say yes. And in the beginning, it was people saying, can you run this? And me going, okay, you tell me when you want me and I'll somehow make that work. And I'm running around finding care for my kids here and rescheduling this here and there to go there and do it. And then, then being able to reach a point where I go, okay, like if I value what I do and it's needed, then it is okay to say, I can only offer this much at this time. I don't do this at this time. And that's actually okay. Um, and I think also just knowing which challenges to take on and what not to in the kind of work that I do in community stuff. There's a lot of opportunities and things that come up, and it's not that any of them are bad.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes it hard because they all sound good, and you'll have really encouraging friends or people that go, oh, you'd be really great at that, you should do it, and they might not understand about running your own business. um, and you think, yeah, it does, like there's nothing actually wrong with the thing and I could do it, but is it what
Mm.
I'm supposed to be doing now? And is that something that
Mm.
I should be saying yes to, or that it's actually okay to go, I can't meet that need, someone else might be able to, or down the track, but it's okay to say no. So I think that's kind of been my biggest challenge, and still is at times too. I have to really reconnect with the why of what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and what is my framework that I'm making my decisions on. And if what I've sort of projected for this year, if I come back to that framework and it doesn't align with what this year is going to look like, then I go, okay, say no, and that's okay. The world will go on. You're not here to save everyone, Mel. It's going to be okay.
Isn't it wild though? I completely agree with you. So I've been in business for, I think I calculated like over 14 years or something crazy. That's why my eye is twitching today. But I don't know if that ever goes away. Like I love what you said around how almost the further you get along in
Mm,
business, the more complex things become. Because I sometimes feel that as well. It's almost like you level up, so then your
mm,
challenges level up, and you do, I think it's almost a bit of a test of you as a business owner because also the more successful you get and the more people come to know what you do, they do come to you with those opportunities and, oh, you would be amazing at this. And it's like, I would be amazing at that. However, that's not in alignment with my vision, or that's not
yeah.
quite my customer that I want, or it's not the business model that I want. There's just so many different variations of things and decisions that you can make in business. So I totally resonate with that thought of how do you like create that framework of when to say yes and no.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think,
Mm.
like, for me, for someone who's not running a business, like I am my business at this point in time, and I've not,
Same girl,
yeah,
same.
yeah, and I've not
Yep.
scaled beyond. And so I'm like, you're one person, Mel. And like, I love my work, but I don't
Mm.
want it to define who I am. And I still really love my family
Yeah.
and my husband and my friends, and I can only give so much of myself in all of these different areas. And
Yeah.
so therefore sometimes something has to give, because you can't be everything to everyone, in this season anyway, right? Like, it's always evolving, and maybe later in the year something shifts, or next year you're like, you know what, we're going to focus on this. And I kind of keep that in the back of my mind too when I feel a bit, oh, great, it's all or nothing. I've said no to that.
Mm.
Let's close that door forever and don't catastrophize, Mel. It's going to be all right.